Welcome to CrimeTak, where we delve into the fascinating world of criminals and their audacious escapades. Today, let's journey back in time to meet one of India's most notorious thought criminals, Mithilesh Kumar Srivastava, famously known as Mr. Natwarlal. He was a master of deception, a man who didn't need guns or weapons to rob people of their hard-earned cash or pull off daring heists. He claimed to have sold Indian monuments from the Lale Fort to the Rashtrapati Bhavan and even the Taj Mahal to the Patna Junction railway station. But in our quest to explore the world's biggest crooks, we'll turn our attention to a legendary figure whose expertise lay in vanishing not only from the scene of the crime, but also from jails all over the country. Our extraordinary story begins with a man named Victor Lustig. At 46 years old, he was America's most dangerous con artist. Throughout his criminal career, his sleight of hand tricks and get rich, quick schemes rocked as their America and the rest of the world. But it wasn't just his audacious cons that made him infamous. It was his ability to escape not only from the clutches of the law, but also from the confines of jails across the nation. Victor Lustig was born in Holstein, Bohemia, Austria-Hungary, and displayed a remarkable aptitude for learning from a young age. However, trouble soon found him when, at 19, he ventured into gambling during a break from his studies in Paris. During this time, he earned a scar on the left side of his face from the jealous boyfriend of a woman he was involved with. This scar would become a defining feature of his identity. After leaving school, Lustig used his quick wit, linguistic skills, and his knack for sizing up situations to embark on a life of crime, amassing a staggering 47 aliases over the years. But what truly set Victor Lustig apart from other criminals was his uncanny ability to turn names into verbs, a testament to the sheer audacity of his cons. But what made this man so special? Let's rewind to the beginning. Victor Lustig, born on January 4, 1890, in Austria-Hungary, started as a lowly panhandler and pickpocket. However, his mastery of 5 languages, charisma, and an insatiable desire for wealth propelled him into the world of con artistry. He even earned his moniker, Victor Lustig, courtesy of the FBI agency that had the dubious honor of chasing him relentlessly. Lustig's piece de resistance was his claim to have invented a money-making machine. He introduced a tin box, which he called the money box, and boasted that it could print original currency. His pitch was simple. If you placed $100 into the box, it would double your money. There was just one catch. The process took at least 6 hours due to a supposed chemical reaction. Lustig traveled by ship, spreading rumors about his miraculous invention. It was a fascinating tale of deception and intrigue. Victor would engage wealthy individuals in conversations about the economy and people's thoughts, gradually steering the dialogue toward his invention. At the right moment, he would reveal the machine's magic, demonstrating how a $100 bill could transform into 2. Unbeknownst to his spectators, he had secretly placed an original dollar bill inside the money box. He would ask for a piece of paper from his audience, wait an hour or 2, and then unveil the printed dollar already hidden in the box. It was a masterful illusion that left no room for doubt. In 1925, Victor Lustig found himself in Paris, a city teeming with rich opportunities for a cunning con artist. One day, as he read a newspaper in a modest hotel, a story about the Eiffel Tower caught his attention. The article claimed that the iconic Parisian landmark was poorly engineered and expensive to maintain, drawing criticism from taxpayers. Victor learned that many Parisians were questioning why their hard-earned money was being squandered on the tower's upkeep. This news sparked an audacious idea in Victor's mind, selling the Eiffel Tower. With meticulous planning, he booked a room in Paris's most expensive hotel, purchased a luxury car, and compiled a list of the city's wealthiest individuals. Victor then posed as the French minister of the Telegraph and Post Department, inviting a group of wealthy scrap dealers, all eager to be summoned by the government. At a carefully orchestrated meeting, he spun a convincing tale about the government's agreement with public opinion. The Eiffel Tower was to be demolished, and its 7,000 tons of iron scrap would be sold to the highest bidder. Intriguingly, Victor had already singled out a target, Andrew Poisson, an unsuspecting trader unfamiliar with the city's politics. Seeing this as an opportunity, Victor initiated a conversation with Andrew, subtly weaving his web of deception. The plot thickened as he rented a limousine, setting the stage for his grand scheme. But what happened next in this intriguing tale? Victor led the scrap dealers on a tour of the Eiffel Tower, showcasing the potential scrap materials. After the tour, each dealer placed their bids and left. However, Victor had a different plan for Andrew Poisson, the outsider who had fallen for the scheme due to his greed. Victor approached Andrew claiming to be a low-paid government minister and suggested that Andrew could help ensure his bid was the winning one. In return, Victor asked for a $20,000 assistance fee. Poisson, blinded by the prospect of lucrative gains, agreed, even adding an extra $50,000 to open the bid in his name. Victor pocketed a total of $70,000 and promptly vanished, leaving Poisson waiting for news from Paris, completely unaware of the grand scam he had fallen victim to. Victor, however, wasn't finished with his escapades. He returned to Paris, making it clear to anyone interested that he was willing to sell the Eiffel Tower to anyone willing to knock it down and dispose of its metal. But this time, his con hit a snag. A scrap dealer grew suspicious and alerted the police. Before the authorities could apprehend him, Victor fled to America, where he continued his old tricks, scamming people with a counterfeit money machine. Victor's final and audacious scam involved a Chicago businessman. He convinced the businessman to invest in his money machine, continuing his streak of deception. But how did Victor manage to escape the long arm of the law? Fearing arrest from the police and retaliation from his victims, Victor hatched a plan. He knew that Chicago's biggest gangster, Al Capone, could provide him with protection. But winning Capone's trust was no easy task. Victor approached Capone with a bold proposal. He asked for a $50,000 loan, promising to double it through a finance scam in 2 months. He assured Capone that he'd not only return the money, but also share the profits. It was a risky move. Cheating Al Capone was a prospect no one dared to entertain, but Victor was confident in his abilities. He promised to return the money with a profit in 2 months. Capone, intrigued by the audacity of the proposal, gave Victor the $50,000 he requested. Victor took the money, placed it in a box, and didn't touch it for 2 months. When the time came, he returned the $50,000 to Capone, just as promised. Victor's audacious plan had worked. He had won the trust of Al Capone, and, with it, his protection. Now, what did Victor do with Capone's protection? Under the shelter of Capone's powerful wing, Victor ventured into a risky business, selling machines for printing fake currency. He even found an accomplice in a person who helped him delve deeper into this illicit trade. In a world filled with cunning and deceit, Victor used his wit to win trust, earn rewards, and establish a dangerous business empire. But as they say, no tower is meant to stand forever. Victor Lustig was a man who turned trickery into an art form, and his audacious scam served as a reminder of the lengths some individuals will go to for wealth, exploiting the greed and gullibility of others. Yet, even Victor's remarkable tale of deception came to an end. His own girlfriend, Billy, an American native, began to suspect his unfaithfulness. She believed he was involved with another woman, a close friend of his. In a twist of fate, Billy decided to investigate Victor and discovered the truth about his identity. He was wanted by the FBI. Taking matters into her own hands, Billy contacted an FBI officer, revealing Victor's location. The FBI team swooped in, arresting Victor and finally revealing his true face to the world. Victor was taken to the FBI headquarters and presented in court. His fate was sealed as he was sentenced to 20 years in prison for his forgery, a sentence he would serve until his death behind bars. The story of Victor Lustig is a fascinating chapter in the annals of criminal history, a tale of cunning and consequence that serve as a stark reminder that no matter how high one climbs in the world of deception, the truth has a way of catching up. Victor Lustig, the man who sold the Eiffel Tower twice, and yes, he pocketed the money, remains an enigmatic figure in the world of crime, leaving behind a legacy of audacious cons and daring escapes. So concludes our journey into the life of Victor Lustig, a master of deception who blurred the lines between fact and fiction, leaving an indelible mark on the world of crime. Until next time, take care and stay tuned for more riveting stories on CrimeTak.